What's up, guys? My name is Marlon, aka ThreeFish, and welcome to the first episode of the Pond Podcast. Now, the very first thought is, Marlon, you're back. The second thought is, why not just call it the Pondcast? No, because that's stupid. So, this is the Pond Podcast. No idea what it's going to be like, but I'm going to start without explaining it. So, let's just start off. The Pong Podcast. It's always hard to type with one hand that can barely see and the other hand right in the open. If you don't know, my microphone just kind of covers half the screen. So yeah, this is gonna be a podcast / let's play that people can watch while being able to multitask so they could do other things and feel more productive about it. So in other words, you don't even have to listen to whatever I say or watch whatever I do. You could just have it on and feel like you're not alone, which is exactly what watching videos is all about, isn't it? Pretty sure. I don't know why I just got that piece of log. I don't know, something like that. So, pretty much the whole point of me starting with a podcast is the convenience of being able to focus mostly on talking than overworking. Then again, there is a lot of thinking on what I'm doing, because playing video games while thinking is apparently tougher on the mind, but I will work it out. So, what have I been doing? So, ooh, horses, that's great. So I've stopped making game commentaries for a while now. At least that's what I assume people know about me. This is a pretty nice place. And when I stopped doing that, I shifted into Smash, because Super Smash Bros. Is one of the best games to ever exist in the world, because it's a great game. So that was midsummer, I think, of last year, which is a long time. And that's when I started playing Project M. If you guys don't know that, that's the modded version of Smash Brawl? Yeah, Brawl. I don't know, I'm trying to think what I'll do, and that's some reason very hard for me. And so I got into PM competitively. Did pretty good, never the top, never the bottom, which is good to know. And then Smash 4 came out, and then I got into that. That's why I had Smash Miss and all that other fun stuff, and those were terrible videos now that I think about it. Especially the caroling. Oh well, so I think after that January, I got into, I don't know, I just focused mostly on school. School's pretty boring, and now that it's summer, I didn't have to worry about that. That's kind of how I started going back into podcast videos in general. And then, yeah, in the beginning of summer, I pretty much had nothing to do, but I tried to entertain myself. I got into RPG game or making, which is interesting enough. Think of those top-down JRPGs, and then think about creating them. Not coding them, not all the boring work stuff, but the fun, creative idea stuff. Choosing the character name, if that's interesting enough, or mapping out level design, how this world generation is pretty nice, and the one that we were just in the jungle, is pretty annoying to live in. So, I don't like jungles. So yeah, I've been making a new game. I call it, what was it called? Shoot, it's called Archetype Legend. I think Legend is the most generic term I could use for a game. Oh sweet, taking inventory. Wait, I need a, wait, I think I could just drop and pick up. Yep, there you go, I wanted the achievement. So, in Archetype Legend, you play as 4 guys at the same time, which is pretty much the generic, Heroes of Light, Final Fantasy shit, generic stuff. But to overemphasize being generic, not only are you 4 characters, but each character is his own archetype of what a hero is. So you have like standard kind of heroes. You have actually just not standard, but like over standard ideas of what a hero is. So you have your fairy tale knight in shining armor, white guy who just goes out to save the princess. You have the Japanese idea of knight, or of hero, my bad, where he's usually some guy who's curious about the world and wants to become like something like a dragon master or shit. Who's like the curious hero. I don't know why I was trying to mine the iron when I don't even have stone. You have the anti-hero who's like all badass and shit and just wants to get money from killing slimes. And then you have the vengeful hero who's, I don't know, who's sometimes used in like fairy tales. It's mostly just the wizard guy who's like defaultly really strong but has the weaknesses because he's like disabled or some shit. By the way, I swear a few times and I don't really care because generally my audience doesn't mind about it. If they do mind, then they're probably gonna say something, or at least they should say something instead of just unsub or something. And if I have been given warnings about this, then I probably should have noticed them. Blame YouTube for not giving me notifications and stuff like this. How much stone do I need? I don't know, 36 sounds like a good number. There you go. Trying to get out. So, yeah. I swear a lot. Backtracking from here. RPG, archetype. Yeah. So, midway through that, I got caught up in a road trip, which is pretty much like the reason why I completely stopped posting videos. Actually, no. I think it was, let me check my calendar. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. It was like beginning July. I left on a trip for Texas and then a road trip back, if that's like any less inconvenient. I don't know how many tools I need. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4, because using your num keys to hotbar things is cool nowadays, right? So yeah, I've gone into a road trip that pretty much lasted 2 weeks. So we went from Anchorage, Alaska, where I generally live, and then flew all the way to Seattle as a layaway flight. I think that's how you call it. I'm not even sure anymore. We spent a whole day in there, or at least like a whole day I'd consider it, without a night. So yeah, half a day. And then flew all the way over to Texas to meet my cousins, which is great. And then pretty much like bought an RV there and then drove all the way back. That's pretty much how the trip went. While I was there, I pretty much had this new laptop that's pretty swanky and plays at high HD and also dies out of battery in like 2 hours, which is inconvenient in terms of road tripping. And then I also had a 3DS to play Smash in, because that's always necessary. Read books, if that's any consolation to me. And I messed around with a kendama. It's kind of like one of those really anachronistic things in what I brought with me. Actually, I didn't even bring it with me. I got it in Texas. It was definitely worth it. Because, like, you know, if you don't know what a kendama is, it's like the Japanese cool ball in a cup, where instead of having 1 ball and 1 cup, you have 1 ball, 3 cups, and 1 spike. Which really sounds awkward when you think about it. So, road tripping is fun out of all experience. Oh, forgot about this iron. Thanks for reminding me. Random pit that dropped me into this. So in that trip, we passed by a few fun places, like no water park, because apparently we were that busy. It's kind of disappointing, especially since like it overflooded in Texas like a few days or months prior. So we went to Dallas. Actually, specifically, we stayed in Austin for like 4 days. We kind of went out of places like to San Antonio for like their touristic stuff, and Dallas because it's the center of it. Surprisingly, we didn't go into like anything like YouTube specific. I wish we went to Rooster Teeth. That would have been cool, but I don't know. Other than that, not really. We did go to most of the attractions that we went to focused on, I guess, child friendliness and mom wanting to see it. So we went. I can't say that like mom wanted to see it because I had fun in it, and I don't know why I'm doing it or saying mom as if it was a proper noun, because I commonly do say my mom. Yeah. So we watched what's this called, Medieval Nights or Times? Medieval Times, that's what it's called. It was a whole dinner and show kind of thing, which was really fun to watch, honestly. The Black and White Knights won in a huge battle, like in a huge stadium. No, not that big. Kind of like the size of a generic basketball field, I want to say. Yeah, around that. Like college. No. Yeah, college. Let's say college. If it's bigger than that, you could argue it in the comments, but like, who cares? You're probably not even listening. But yeah, food there was actually really good. And then we left. The next place that we went to was, I don't know, we went north from Texas, and if I'm right, eventually we passed by Colorado? Not even sure anymore. Everything else from there was kind of phasey. We did go to Montana and stayed there for a few days, meeting up with my brother who left. Met with him and then left him again. It was interesting. It was fun. Where do I want to live? That looks cool. Looks like there's something over the hedge over there. Kind of want to look for it. Woo. So we made it back to Alaska. Passed by whatever Canada place it's called. It's called Canada, by the way. Oh, that's what that was. Does this look like a cool place to live? Nah, I want to keep walking. Probably through that forest too. So we went through that, which was fun. Canada is a very interesting place because we didn't spend a lot of time there. I tried saying enough and then realized that a lot was a much better word. Yeah, I do that. So now I'm back in Alaska. You can be wherever you want to be because I believe in you. And God, I really thought I'd make it. Whoops. So yeah, being back in Alaska is pretty fun. So 2 weeks back, I've been working back on my RPG again and been doing a few other stuff, such as sleeping, eating, and procrastinating. Nernating. I don't know where that came from. Hello, skellies. Let's just do this safe jump, and then that's clearable. I say that, but I know that I'm not good at parkour, especially without food. Speaking of food, I don't have food. Wow, that's good to know. So, aside from those things, I've been playing video games again, which is kind of nice. I've recently got back into, believe it or not, Game Boy Advance games, because they are fun. Where am I going? Can I? No, I can't make that. I know that much. I got it. So let's go here and then here. Really? That's a 2-block jump. I should make that. So I've definitely like. Well, what was my sentence going into? I definitely like Game Boy Advance game. I definitely like Game Boy Advance games, but it's mainly the reminiscence that I like about it, because I've kind of spent my childhood or playing that Game Boy Advance games, or at least as much as I know. So if you to put an example, Mario Tennis, because that's a freaking great game. Mechanics are like the most fluid. I even tried playing what's it called in comparison? Topspin. The Topspin in the Game Boy Advance is the clunkiest game I've ever played. For the Game Boy Advance, of course. And then I also played Harvest Moon, which is a nice daydream, because that's definitely what this skin's all about. What else did I play? I got into some RPGs. There's like a few Final Fantasies in the Game Boy Advance I enjoyed. 1, 2, and 6, because I don't want to say 3, because it's going to mix you up between the Japanese and the English versions. Because apparently English 3 is a Japanese 6. And I'm dying of hunger, so I'm just going to eat an apple, because why not? And continue from there. So besides that, just trying to think about how to rebirth this channel. And my first idea was a podcast, because that'd be able to fill you in, and that'd be able to fill me up with views, of course, because I'm greedy. So I have been thinking of ways to start, or things to change with my current channel, and ways to restart. And one of the answers was running away from a skeleton, because that's not fun to deal with. Especially when you don't have enough hunger to run. Oh, I do have enough hunger to run. Is there a cow or anything? There's a cow up there. Is that a cow? I can't even tell. I might as well go. Oh! Well, I'm back. Oh no. Which way did I go? I think it was this way. So yeah, I have been getting into... Oh yeah, I remember these donkeys. Or at least seeing one of them. And I went straight ahead that way. So yeah, my first idea was start a new show. So Pond Podcast was born. And then I thought of a few other ideas. Let's start with, something fun, like, I don't know, Game Boy Advance games. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Speaking of which, new series coming out, like, Saturday, maybe. I don't know, someday. And that is going to be Harvest Moon for the Game Boy Advance, because holy crap, this rain is heavy. I really want to cheat and set it to morning, but I'm not even sure if I can. So, yeah, new show, Game Boy Advance. I'm gonna do a few of those. Probably like one for Harvest Moon, and then like one for Power Tennis, and then one for an RPG, if I think about it. Whatever. I'll just start spamming my... I can't find my stuff. I wish there was like an automatic code for going back to where you just died in like vanilla. Oh, I died under the trees, didn't I? Yeah. And I think I fought with a skeleton here. Ooh, that's cool. I have to remember that when I don't remember that. Yeah. So, just rebirthing my new channel. Or old channel. So I went past here, and then I saw a skeleton. Skeletal. Dude. Okay, yeah. New videos, new stuff, new identity, new opening. That's pretty cool to talk about. Oh, creepers. So my opening is pretty cool. Let me just. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that one. It was weather. So yeah, made a new opening, which is nice. And what made it really cool is that I made it myself, because I always do that. Music, for some reason, is not made by me, because I'm not a very good musician. I'm just kidding. I'm just not good at making rock, because I don't have a good recorder for electrical stuff. So yeah, I got into 2D animation, starting with off with that like cool what's it called, Harvest Moon Pete. Turns out his name was Pete. I always thought it was Jack for some reason. Guy animation sprite map. 2D animation, or at least for specifically Pixel, is definitely one of the more interesting ones, because you definitely think about like what exact frame do you do for this motion. You think of like when you code stuff, you fit in a different texture, and then instead for I swear I hear another skeleton. Oh shit. Okay, let's rockin' around the Christmas tree. Nope, not gonna work. So yeah, I somehow did that and came up with a cool idea of blending with what's it called? With Minimation or Machinima, because that sounded like a cool idea at the time as well. That area seems cool instead of staying in this side. I gotta stop finding ways to kill myself. I'm not very good at playing Minecraft, as people who are watching can see. And so yeah, I like doing the 2D animation. Probably not going to do it again because I see no need for it. But if I ever get a chance, it's probably going to be 2D animation, because that was fun. Other thing I've been doing with minimation, combination, and the song. Motion City soundtrack is pretty cool. I like my own taste of music. Am I gonna? Yeah, okay. So, now that I've gotten all of that stuff out of the way, I've restored my channel, and that's pretty much where I am right now. So I already spent 20 minutes, and I died again. Huh. Well. Oh man, I like where this is already heading. Okay, so 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes down. Yeah, and now that I'm back here, I have no idea how I'm gonna go about this. Here's a thought. Instead of focusing on playing Minecraft, why don't I just make it a full podcast where I only talk to the screen? Maybe I should do that. What's with all these leaves from oak trees instead of jungle? That's interesting. I don't know. So, yeah, I've definitely just restarted my whole thing at the end of summer. Whole YouTube kind of life career path. Career path, that's stupid. I'm not growing up. But if anything at all, I think it's fun for me to restart and try things out, especially since I don't know exactly what I'm fully doing right now. It's always fun to experiment and find out what I like. So that's why this is here, and I have no idea where I'm going, and that's not fun, especially if I cannot see where I'm going with all this rain. Oh God, help us all. So yeah, I'll probably be playing different games in the Pond podcast, and I'll definitely be doing other things in this for other days and stuff like that. I'm trailing again, but yeah, don't really have much to talk about, since like the way podcasts work is you usually spend a lot of time on one subject because you have other people talking with you, and you usually stop on one idea for a long time. But since it's just one person, and that's me, topics usually do not take that long, because it's just me being completely direct, not trailing off whatsoever, or when I trail off, it's just me talking to myself, so there's no like slowing down for conversation. because my thought process is pretty fast, and I don't like asking people like myself questions, because asking myself questions seems awkward in its own way. So yeah, that's why these things are pretty short. I'm just wasting hunger and walking around at this point. I don't even feel like playing Minecraft anymore. That's gonna initiate the next stop of me making YouTube videos again, isn't it? Ha. Aha. So yeah. Oh, this looks like a better place to start off than next place. So yeah. Aside from being a complete wandering mind, I think I'm gonna actually play a bit of Minecraft and restart. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. It's probably on how good at kendama I am. I'm pretty good at playing the kendama. I don't even know why I call it playing. Do I kendama very well, or like do I do kendama very well, or am I like the kendama master? No idea. So what else? I don't know. Oh yeah, read this really interesting book. Might as well share it. Well, it's a good controversial book, if anything. And if you guys want to read it, then go ahead. It's pretty cheap, because apparently nobody likes it. Book is called Too Far by Rob Shapiro. And if anything else, you'll hate his guts, because he puts you in a situation where you feel really good about yourself, but then you realize it's all the innocence is really just some fucked up stuff in a kid's mind. Yeah, I don't want you guys to read this. I'm just gonna spoil it. So there's this one kid who's like 6, and he pretty much makes friends with some girl who pretty much is like the ideal generic girl, which is nice, but like she's like really mysterical and shit. Not mysterical, mysterious? Is mysterical a word? I'm gonna look it up later. And pretty much they have fun in the forest because they live in a forest, like right next to each other. Then they like come across a few fucked up things, and then the farther you go, the more you want to read it, because it's just so messed up, but you can't help yourself. So yeah, I do not recommend reading it. Let's do that. That's probably enough. I probably need a crafting table as well. Try to remember how to play Minecraft again. I was never really good at it. I need food right now, so I'm just gonna focus on that. Oh, I probably need some of that stuff. I like how I'm restarting this in like the last few minutes of this video, because I'm probably actually gonna stop at 30 minutes, because 30 minutes seems like a long time for a video, and considering I started around like 28 minutes ago, 24 maybe, 26, 20, let's guess 26. Yeah, videos aren't going to be that long. So yeah, I think if anything, I don't know how to play Minecraft. That's pretty much the main reason why I'm here, right? To be better at it, I think. So I can't even hit that chicken properly. That's disappointing. Ooh, game driver ready. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna get myself into before we end this video. Coal's very important. Eat your vegetables, kids, and remember, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Now I'm just trailing on because I don't know what to talk about, but that's just how I do. Oh no, I'm starving. Oh shit, where's my crafting table? Where'd I put it? Oh, there. Sweet. Okay, so how do I make it? No, no, save me. Okay. Whew. So yeah, if I learned anything from this experience of like being off like YouTube, YouTube is kind of fun when I think about it. It's fun in the aspect that like I don't like doing work and just watching videos, but it's also fun in the aspect of being able to see other people watch your videos, or at least look at the view count go up, because I'm just a self-considerate bastard. Yeah. So I guess I'm staying here for now. Oh, this is a cool place. So next episode, I'm probably going to talk about, I don't know, I'll bring up some self-conscious topic about how I feel about YouTube, gaming, and other stuff. Probably. If I continue playing Minecraft, that is. If I don't, no, I'm kidding. I'm still going to talk about it no matter what game I play. Let's switch to raw chicken, and I think I'll just end it here because I've never been good at this. So, if you're new to the channel, don't be, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please be, and thanks for watching.